Sorry, my scanner started going off here when I started this video. This is Evangelist Dr. Robert L. McKim Sr. from Carrollton, Ohio. First off, let me say that some people like to make YouTube videos that do not like to listen, and they do not like to research before they make a video, and then they turn around and they say a lot of lies in their video. I research things before I make a video. I study and I research before I make a video, and I show the proof when I make a video. Really, the proof, the whole proof, not just flash a paper. Like God's Word, for instance. God's Word is the infallible truth. A piece of paper, supposedly from Jesus Christ, is not the truth. It's from your own imagination. And you know another thing is in your imagination? You think I'm talking about myself. I'm not talking about an issue that I'm having with my medication. I'm talking about an issue that your excuse me. I'm talking about an issue that your wife's daughter has with her Medicaid insurance and her medication that she needs. She's having severe heartburn again. Do you know what gastroesophageal reflux disease means? How about celiac disease? Disease is a disease. Okay? Let's get that straight. With people with gastroesophageal reflux disease, their stomachs produce too much acid. Well, that acid's got to go somewhere, so it backs up. And as it backs up, it goes into the esophagus. Well, as it's going up, it's taking cells from your stomach up into your esophagus, and it's depositing those cells into the esophagus. Long story short, that's what causes Barrett's esophagus. Not only does that acid deposits the lining of the stomach into the esophagus, which then now makes you high risk for esophagus cancer. Do you know what cancer is? Or do you even care that your wife's daughter could possibly get cancer and die because nobody else cares enough to help fight the system? Instead, all you want to do is gripe or complain about me. Wake up before it's too late. Problem is, you don't want to wake up. You want me to be like you. A stupid, retarded idiot. That's what you are. I don't care you went to the army. I don't care you was in the airborne and you broke both your ankles. Wake up. None of that means anything. So what? You were in the military. You didn't fight a war. You might think because you was in the military and you broke your ankles and couldn't really continue being in the military, that you have more better rights than me. That's because they drilled it into your head that you're inferior. There's a lot of men that's been in the army or some type of military. I think they're better than everybody else, and they know more than everybody else. And they might know some secrets, but let me tell you something. They're a bunch of bullies when it comes right down to it. 'Cause I'm in God's army. God's army is coming back. And we don't really have to do anything except come back. Jesus will do it all. I can't wait until that day when the rapture happens and you will see it. You will see the rapture happening. Then you will know I was right. Because you will not be in the rapture unless you are born again. And you know in your heart of hearts and your head that Jesus is real. Wake up before it's too late. Your wife's daughter is sick. She would like to come over for the family reunion, but she don't feel like it. Because they took her off the medication because of the study. And all that study, all those people did was study medical records. They didn't study people. They didn't have people taking the prescription medication, and like they were doing a real study. Have somebody taking the prescription medication, having somebody taking the over the counter, and maybe somebody taking a placebo to see which one would work the best. That is a real study. Studying medical records is not a study. That is a research. So basically they did a research, not a study. And all they were researching to find out if the medication causes other health problems that leads to death. That's all they did. But the medication helps people with gastroreflux disease and ulcers and Barrett's esophagus and LP reflux. The medication, the prescription strength 30 milligram, or in my case 40 milligram, works better for people like us, but they don't care. And another thing, what's going on too, that I've been going to the Union Hospital Pain Management Center since the early 2000s, when it was in the basement where the wound clinic is now. And then Renee started going shortly after she moved in with me for her back and her hips hurting a lot because she was hit by a car crossing the road there in Bloomington, Indiana by the hospital. She said she was hit so hard she flew up in the air and landed down on her backside, around her back, by her bottom side. And she has scoliosis on top of that. She's in a lot of pain and agony with her back. She was supposed to go in for injections. And then she gets a phone call from the Pain Management Center at Union Hospital. They're no longer going to be taking CareSource. So she has to find somebody else. Now, because Union Hospital was bought by Cleveland Clinic. And it's right there on Cleveland Clinic's website that they will no longer be taking CareSource after the end of this month. There's a lot of doctors that's really finding out right now that work with Union Hospital that they won't be taking CareSource as well. So it's like a rush right now to try to tell patients that's on CareSource, you're going to have to find another doctor. This is getting stupid real fast, and people like you that I'm talking to, and other people out there that watch my videos, and you need to wake up before it's too late. The research that I have found, the studies that I have found, where the Affordable Care Act, Obamacare, is paying physicians and hospitals not to treat people. This goes to show that's the truth. What's happening with us, with Renee, being cut out her medication, or cut down on her medication that she needs to survive and have some kind of a normal life, and being cut out of her special medical care that she needs. What's next? Are they going to stop paying for all of her medications? Are they going to say, well, all the other doctors that she sees, her neurologist, her pulmonary doctor?
The time is 7 a.m. and this is the K8V.
Will no longer take CareSource because they're with Union Hospital? She needs a neurologist for her seizures. She needs a pulmonary doctor for her lungs and her sleep apnea. There's hardly any of those doctors around here in Carrollton, and there's very few in the Newfield Dover area. The rest are basically in the Canton area. This is getting stupid real fast. God bless you. Have a blessed day.